All right, today with us I have Randy Gammo from the Gammo Team, located in Troy, Michigan, correct?
That's right, John. Good morning.
Good morning. I think this is the earliest podcast I've ever done.
You know what they say, the early bird catches the worm, right?
Right. Well, you told me you start your day at like what, 5:30 every day?
About 5:30. The reason is I feel like if we do go ahead and start early, especially as producers, sometimes you always say, well, I need more time in the day. Well, the only way to get more time in the day is create more time by waking up early and sometimes working late, unfortunately.
Right.
So when you need more time, you have to create it. And if you wake up at 7:30, 8 o'clock, you just lost 2 hours, in my opinion. I like to get up, have my coffee, read the news. Then after that, maybe get a light workout in, shower up and go to the office.
Right.
When it's not busy, you'll have your downtime. You get some more time with the kids and stuff like that, which is great. But really, right now it's busy season. You had a 3-month hangover from 3-month COVID delay, and now it's time to go and hit the ground running. Because a lot of people lost a lot of income as realtors and mortgage officers in the industry for like 3 or 4 months. Now the busy season usually stops in October or November, but now it's going to extend. That busy season is going to extend through December. through December or even January. Now it's probably going to go all year. You're not going to see a break. So now is the time to really put the pedal to the metal.
Right. Okay. How long have you been in the mortgage industry?
Mortgage industry has been, this is my 20th year.
Okay. And what about real estate?
Real estate industry, I got my license the year before I got married. So that's January 2007. So about a little over 13 years.
Okay. Yeah. So you've seen just about everything, I'm sure.
Well, it's funny. So people talk about the crash. So the big thing is getting COVID and the crash and this and that. They say, well, is it like 2008? See, the big difference, and I don't know, John, if you were, predominantly selling real estate in 2008, but when that happened, it wiped out all the banks. That was something that was spurred by the financial crisis that was because of mortgage home loans, really. At that time, they were giving mortgages to anybody with a pulse. You could have a 580 score, 0 down, stated income, stated assets. So that means you told the bank what your income was, you told the bank your assets, and you had a 0 down loan with a 580 credit score. And in some cases, banks were lending. And those mortgages were sold in some cases as A paper. They were sold to investors as A paper. So the stock market was in shambles because it wasn't A paper. Mortgages went into default because it was terrible paper. Those people couldn't afford the mortgages. And that's what spurred the financial crisis in 2007, 8, and 9. So that was led by housing. This crisis is different. It's a financial crisis led by COVID, by a worldwide pandemic. And in this case, yes, you're going to have a halt on manufacturing. Yes, you have a halt on business. Yes, you have a halt on buying, a halt on pretty much everything that led to this financial crisis. Now we're in the hangover. As long as we don't see a second wave, you're not going to see mortgages fail and houses going to foreclosure, nowhere near the amount that you had in 2008. So when you say you've seen everything, yeah, when I got in the business, in the mortgage side, we used to mail out an application, put an overnight slip, you mailed it back, and I filled it out by hand. Today, in some cases, my clients go on a computer, e-sign their documents, and virtually close with me like I'm talking to you now. So it's a completely different world. It's everything changed in 20 years. So yes, I've seen a lot over the past 20 years. I've seen the bond go up and down and interest rates go up and down. But today, is the lowest interest rates I've ever seen in history. Today we're offering 2.99 on a 30-year mortgage. 2.99 on a 30-year mortgage with 20% down. That's crazy if you think about it. Nobody in 20 years has got that rate. That's a 15-year rate. It should be, but it's not. So that's why it's a great time to be in the business. It's a great time to buy because interest rates are now at an all-time low. It's a great opportunity for you to go out there and get many people to buy as possible because. Let's say somebody buys a $500,000 or $600,000 dollar home. That same home, if they buy it when the interest rates are 4.5%, will cost them about $300 more a month. So
Wow.
now it gives buyers more buying power. It gives realtors more options to be able to sell higher priced homes to people for the same price. You know, like I said, $100,000 less home would cost you the exact same because of lower interest rates today. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have your real estate license as well as your mortgage license, or do you just have one?
Yeah, so I have the real estate license. I've had that for 13 years, and then mortgage license I was one of the first licenses issued in the state of Michigan where they allow licensing. And it's legal to do that, just so you know. You know, a lot of people say, "Well, can you legally do that?" Well, yeah, you can. If you're writing a conventional loan, a jumbo loan, a jumbo loan, conventional, it's legal. What that means, I can be on there because there's no conflict. There's no conflict with the state of Michigan. There's no conflict in the U.S. for that. Where it becomes hairy is I can't write the mortgage on a federal loan, VA loan, FHA loan. If I'm the realtor on the file, you're legally not allowed to write the mortgage on that transaction because you can't represent two sides of that transaction.
Okay. Now that's what I was wondering, because I've always heard that as well. Is like you only can have one or the other.
Yes.
You know, because I thought about doing that as well at one point. Someone said, "Oh, you'll have to hang up your real estate license if you do that," but apparently not. You know.
No, trust me, there's a lot of fallacy. So you don't always want to hear. You don't always want to believe what you hear because you know the blessing apart about being on both sides is I have an actual knowledge because I have to study the rules on both sides of the fence. So you know we don't want to. You know, I own. You know, the CEO of National Mortgage Home Loans. We don't want to put ourselves in jeopardy by not knowing the rules. So we always play by the rules because you know in this business you really have to. So.
Right. What's some of the first, or say you're a first-time home buyer? What's some of the programs they can use to really buy a home at a good, and get the best deal?
So the cool thing is we have 3% down programs that are great for first-time home buyers. If you buy a house for $200,000, your down payment's only going to be $6,000. There's closing costs that go with that too. The zero down programs, the grants, and things like that. After COVID hit, those have kind of dissipated a bit. You're not going to see those around probably for 6 months to a year. There still is down payment assistance and things like that, where if someone's getting an FHA loan, they can still apply for down payment assistance. But because of when COVID hit, it made FHA loans harder, it made lower income loans harder, and it basically dried up the grants for first-time home buyers. So the best program that I'm seeing out there right now is the 3% down program for a first-time home buyer. And you still get conventional rates, discounted PMI. So you know, we're giving somebody now a 3% down, 2.99 interest rate. You know, it's crazy. Think about it. They're putting 3% down. They're getting the same rate as someone who's putting 20% down. The mortgage insurance is a little bit higher, but at the same time, it's a phenomenal loan. You know, normally that person gets 4.5%, 5% interest. So.
Okay. Let's see. What's working for, like, say you're a new mortgage lender or mortgage officer, a new agent. What's working best for you when it comes to lead generation? Because I get a lot of those kinds of questions from other realtors out there.
I think the best thing in that case is really building your sphere of business. So we now have a little over 32 or 34 employees, and we have a lot of those employees are brand new in the business. So we're okay with taking those on because we can show them what to do, but the premise is the same for everybody. You know, we have agents that come and say, you know what, I'm going to go spend all this money in advertising. I'm going to go spend all this money putting signs up, putting, you know, flyers, and this, you know, all those things are great. But this is a business, okay? When you're opening a business and you're running a business, to me, the best thing to do is word of mouth. I don't care if I was opening a pizza shop, a sub store, being a realtor, if I was selling team door-to-door for the thing I would do is the same thing. And this is the way I built the business. So for my first 17 years in the business, I never spent $1 on marketing besides magnets that I put on people's refrigerators. I didn't spend $1 on marketing. And at that time, before I opened the business, I closed about $23 million in real estate and over $40 million in mortgages. That was all self-generated word of mouth business. So like I said, let's go back to the sub shop example. If I was opening a sub shop, what would I do? I call every single person I know and I tell them, hey, I just opened a sub shop. I'm selling, I have the best subs around, and you know what, you should come to my place to buy a sub. And I'd also basically go to everybody in the neighborhood, as many people as I could, and say, hey, I opened a sub shop. Come try my subs, right? And then I talk to the local schools, maybe the local police department, the local fire department, say, hey, I opened a sub shop. Then I go to every business owner that I could find, every single one, and give them a free sub or something to entice them to come to my place. It's just building. You have to build on the people you know. You have to do what you can to contact local business owners, local people that can bring you back business. You have to make sure every single person you scream from the rooftops, hey, I'm a realtor. Hey, I'm a mortgage officer. Come see me. So that's really the biggest thing, I think, to make a person successful. You know, and I always say, if I could take your phone and I can call any contact on that phone, if I call 5 people from your 1,000 contacts, would every single one of those 5 people know that you're a realtor? Would every single one of those people know what you do for a living? And people are like, yeah, they're on my social media. What does that mean? I've had people on, that are on your social media, and they're like, yeah, I just use somebody else for real estate. Call them, talk to them, engage with them, let them know what you do. And I think that's kind of the biggest key to making someone successful. I think if you come into the business and you put $5,000 a month into marketing, I don't think that's going to make you successful. But if you go in and you basically put your all in the business and reach out to everyone you know, and like I said, scream it from the rooftops, hey, I'm a realtor, then they're going to come to you. People will come, and as they come, you ask those people for referrals, and you'll build a business.
So it's kind of like that saying is you can't be like a secret agent. You can't sit there and be quiet in the corner. You need to get out there and let people know what you're doing, really.
There's some people that can, you know, I've seen 1 out of 100 that can do business that way, and just were very good at working the numbers. And, you know, a lot of those people that started calling, you know, cold calling hundreds of people a day, and they became successful because they built their business that way. But I come from, you know, my firm belief is work smarter, not harder. You know, we talked about our kids and spending time with them. I want to spend time with my family. I enjoy that more than anything. As much as I enjoy my clients and helping people, I enjoy spending time with my family above all. So I want to maximize that. It's hard in this business. If you're successful in this business demands so much of you, and your clients want to demand so much of you, and we owe that to them to give them our all. But you know, I think above all, we owe our family the most time that we can give them. So
definitely, I get this question a lot from people. People that kind of don't have the credit score that they really need, and they ask me what lender will work with me to repair my credit so that I can eventually buy a home. Is that something you do, or is that something you refer out to another firm?
So I have 3 different people that help with credit. Actually 4 now. There's monitoring services that you can do to see how your credit is, which I recommend in some cases. And if you have bruised or damaged credit, a lot of times when I look at the credit report, I can give you my advice. Thank you. I could give you my advice on what I think the best thing for you to do is to help you with credit. Now, if you have damaged credit, multiple late payments, collections, and things like that, I refer you out to a few different companies that can help depending on your situation. So if you go to the bank with that credit, they're going to tell you, you know what, we can't help you. But that's one good thing about our company is we have the partnerships ready for it to be able to help people with credit. And if you look, John, look at one of my reviews. It was a very honest review from a client that I was very happy about. She closed on her purchase last week. And she said, you know, I really want to thank you, the Gammo team and Randy Gammo, for helping me, for being honest with me. She said, you know, I went to banks and 5 months ago, and then I came to you and you told me, and they denied me. She said, you said, Ray, we have to repair your credit first. And she said, you know, you were honest, you were patient, and we repaired the credit. Literally, she just bought her home. She just had a baby 2 weeks ago and just bought her home last week. So it's really, really nice to hear those kinds of stories, because other people think, well, I don't have time for this, I don't have time for this. We put you in the system, we help get your credit better, and once we do that, we can go ahead and take the next step and shop you for a mortgage. But we're not going to waste your time, we're not going to set you up for failure, we're going to set you up for success. So getting your credit better is one of the steps that we take to improve your situation so you can be able to buy a house.
Nice, nice. So that's good to hear. A lot of people out there, you know, they want to buy a house, but they just they come to me and they say, "Oh, my credit. Do you know anybody that works with me that will help me get my credit?" And so, if you're out there and you're listening to this and you need somebody to help you repair your credit or tell you how to do it, reach out to Randy. He'll be glad to help you. He's a great guy. Known him for a long time.
Thank you,
Well, it
John.
seems like a long time at least. I haven't seen you since the Christmas party.
That's exactly right.
This COVID thing kind of hit, and everybody's kind of hunkered down there for a little bit.
That's okay. That's why we have live stream.
That's right. That's right. Us being with EXP, it's kind of like we were built for this anyways. Kind of a virtual. Yeah. So we haven't missed a beat. We haven't missed a conference. It's been really cool.
Honestly, I couldn't agree more. I just think in the future, you're going to see, I think we gained 7,000 agents after COVID, or from pre-COVID to after COVID. We had 23,000, now we're up to 30,000. And it just tells you, the online technology, Mr. Stanford developing this, we had a vision, and I think now it's really starting to materialize. I don't think you can beat this. You see all these companies close down and they stop doing business, and people are consolidating their offices. This online stuff, this is the way to go. So I think EXP has it right there.
Definitely. How long have you been with EXP?
I think I'm going on 2 years now.
Do you like it?
I think it's the best move I ever did for reasons like this more than anything. So when people say, "Well, why do you like it?" So besides the fact that I got all the stock given back to me, the money that I paid in, I got back, and that money's increased in value now. I spent 10 years with a real estate company. It's a great real estate company. I have no complaints about them whatsoever. They have a great leader, but it was a very myopic sense of view compared to where EXP is going. It was a low cap brokerage. I'm paid like a little less than $10,000 a year. Over 10 years, I paid $100,000 to the company. I was a top producer at the company for the past 4.5 years. 4.5 years before I joined EXP.
Mm-hmm.
And but I never got nothing back. I barely even got a referral. I barely talked to the agents. There was no collaboration. It was terrible. Since joining EXP, not only have I earned with closings and recruiting other agents over $50,000 in EXP stock that was given to me,
Mm-hmm.
which is incredible. But I also earn a residual check every month for a revenue share for people that I helped introduce to EXP, which is incredible also. Not counting the referrals and the great people I get from you like you, John. Some of the people in the group, like, Kurt Sewell, Gogo, which you obviously know very well, Gogo Besky, Mark Z, Michelle Taylor and Alabella, all these guys, this is great collaboration. And not counting the people from out of state that we've met. And the referrals that come from the people that we deal with from out of state and this grand group that we have. So that's the best part about joining EXP is, yes, the technology is wonderful. And it's the best thing I've ever seen in any industry when it comes to the technology. But the collaboration is my favorite part. Meeting new people, meeting really friends. When you talk to an EXP agent in California that or in Florida or something, it's welcoming. It's like family. Somebody wants to come to my office, and they're from Texas, say, "Hey, can I use your office for a day?" By all means, come on in. So it's like one big family. That's what I like about it the most.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. All in it together, as they say.
Right. So let's take over the real estate world.
Right. What's the biggest priority in your real estate business right now? Where do you see you taking your business? I mean, this is the last question because I know you have to go. You have 14 closings between now and tomorrow. You're crazy.
It's one of those big times. Well, that's like a COVID hangover, which is, all these people now want to close, and we got these great, rate locks and all that. So yeah, I'm going to get there, but I'm going to answer this one last question. The real estate you're saying what is our focus?
Yeah, well, like where do you see you taking your business? Is it going to be are you going to grow more, or what are you focusing on really? Is it coaching, or is it helping other agents? What is it? You know?
So to be completely honest with you, before I started the business, like I told you, my sales were right around 23 million. My focus is not like selling real estate today. My focus is coaching other people, growing the team, adding on agents, adding on leaders to the company, so I could basically grow the company, because I can't grow without the help of other leaders within my company. So I think my personal biggest focus is not. You're probably going to see my sales go less than half, and then maybe half that the year after. So I think I achieved what I wanted to in the real estate. When it came to real estate sales, I'm happy with where I was. But at the same time, now I think it's time for me to coach other people, try to give as much knowledge as I can to others, to help them grow, to help them be great agents. And then really at my company, I want to create as many leaders as possible, and that's the focus here. Randy, in my eyes, yes, I'm important, and I feel that I'm one of the best realtors out there. But I think, again, I achieved what I wanted to, what I wanted to do. Now it's time to help other people achieve the same status, because there's more to it. We want to build a brand that has multiple agents and multiple teams that can help multiple people in this area. So we want to be able to dominate the Tri-County area eventually. But that's because we really do things the right way. We try to make sure that we treat everybody with the utmost respect and as much knowledge as possible. And we want to be as forthcoming as possible when it comes to them. Should they buy the home? What's up with the inspection? What are their financing options? So we want to be able to give as much knowledge. But I think as a leader, by setting some templates in place, we can better assist the leaders in our company and the agents in our company to be able to hit on a broader scale as many clients as possible. So that's the goal for us. And then in 5 years, 10 years, coaching, maybe speaking, you never know. I mean, we don't know what this world has in store for us, so we're going to try our best to get to the heights that we want to achieve.
Definitely, I agree. So if you have any mortgage questions, feel free to reach out to Randy Gammo. He's located in Troy, Michigan, and he'll be happy to help you. If you have any questions about EXP, you want to join our family, either reach out to Randy or I, and gladly help you in that area as well. So I want to thank you for your time today, Randy. I know you're busy.
It's my pleasure, John. Anytime. I want you to have a great day too, and I will talk to you soon. Everyone have a great weekend, okay?
Thank you.
All right, see ya.
Bye.